year gone past is no reason to sit back on one's laurels. And that case seems to hold water when it comes to ZigWheels Car Maker of the Year, Toyota. At Bangalore recently, they unveiled two new iterations of their successful models, the Fortuner and the premium people carrier, the Innova. For now, let's turn our attention to the Fortuner. After making its grand debut and tasting instant success by taking the market by storm, the Fortuner's big boy styling, ability to go anywhere, and its straight-up functionality has made it the undisputed numero uno in the entry-level premium SUV category. But in spite of all that, the Fortuner did have to deal with a few niggles, mostly around its interiors, exterior looks, and the need for an auto box. Come 2012 and you'll have to dig deep to pick out any new issues, because this time the Fortuner has decided to silence its critics. Well, I'm in Bangalore and I've got my hands on the all-new Fortuner. Let's quickly take a look at some of the changes incorporated on the outside and the inside. Now, starting off from the outside, head on, there's a whole new Camry look to the front. There's clear high-intensity discharge lamps right here, flanked by an all-new redesigned fog lamp set, along with the air dam that's slightly redesigned with a wider look. Of course, what's also there is the wider bonnet scoop over here, the air intake. And these minor changes pretty much sum up the front end of the car. Moving on to the side, there's a slightly redesigned wheel arc, along with the side step that has been slightly modified for this particular version. The rear arc also incorporates the same changes on the front. Now moving to the back, there is a new redesigned rear tail lamp cluster, a new garnish for the Fortuner's rear end, and that pretty much sums up the changes on the outside. A couple of cosmetic changes, but the real feature changes, of course, are on the inside of the car. So let's quickly take a look at what's changed on the inside. Now, on the inside is where the Fortuner sees a couple of new features. Well, most of all, sitting right here at the cockpit, you'll notice the new wide-bodied horizontal flow dashboard that now incorporates wooden inserts over here, along with a new touchscreen audio system that also has Bluetooth, auxiliary, and USB inputs right over here. The other new changes in the car, of course, the redesigned steering wheel, which is now leather wrapped along with wood touches over here, and there's also steering mounted controls on the steering wheel now. And what's also new is the Optitron dials, better visibility in the night, much easier to read. And in addition to that, there's the auto headlamps, which turn on once the sun goes down, something that wasn't there in the Fortuner earlier. While the Fortuner still shares its design bits with the Innova, the treatment, however, is much more upmarket and works well with the SUV's overall flair. Look under the long hood and you won't notice much of a change. There's still the 3-liter D4 diesel engine doing duty. But for those looking to set themselves free from the chore of changing gears, depending on how you see things, there's a bit of a choice. Thanks to two new variants. There's now a 4x2 manual and an automatic version. The full-time 4x4 model will also continue as before. The 4-speed automatic may not possess the numbers of sophistication on paper, but it does offer decent drivability with some smooth shifting. While overtaking, the gears kick down quickly, but for high-speed cruising on the highway, it does leave a little to be desired. Prices will hit 20 lakhs for the 4x2 manual, 20.7 lakhs for the 4x2 automatic, and just under a shade of 21 lakh for the 4x4 manual. For a car that spoke more about its onboard experience than its looks, this new iteration of the Innova should be a sign of things to come. There's no doubt, when it comes to the ultimate multi-purpose vehicle on Indian roads, the Innova stands as second to none. Its refinement, ability to carry 7 to 8 passengers in comfort, frugal nature, ease of driving, quality and fit and finish, and its ability to tackle our quintessential Indian roads have made it very popular with people looking for the ultimate people mover. While it checked the list on literally every other factor, the looks department was a topic of discussion. It will continue, but this time with more positive connotations. Gone are the almond-shaped front headlamps, replaced by slightly more rectangular wraparound ones. The grille is wider and dons a lot of bling-bling chrome. The hood also gets a little character thanks to deft lines. And all this works well in offering the Innova that much-needed premium exterior flash. While the front looks a lot more Camry-ish, the rear also gets a little bit of premium flash thanks to the new clear lens treatment to the rear stop lights. It's on the inside, however, that one will feel the most different.
Now, the Innova has always been a great workhorse and a fantastic people mover. Of course, now it's gotten even more comfortable, especially for the driver. Now, what has changed, of course, is the all-new steering wheel, similar to the one that's in the Fortuner, with steering-mounted controls. I've got the Optitron 3D dials ahead of me. And the biggest change, of course, is in the entertainment console. What has changed is the introduction of a nice touchscreen audio system with USB, Bluetooth, and aux-in facilities, similar to the one that we just saw in the Fortuner just a little while back. The other thing that has changed, of course, is the new climate control system. Out go the manual switches and the dials for the air conditioner, and what you get is a nice digital console that controls all the HVAC features.
In terms of laying out the dosh, expect to put down between 9,40,000 to 13,19,000 ex-showroom for the Innova range. Any which way you look at it, both the Fortuner and the new Innova should not require its clientele to need much convincing. In fact, with all the new bits, it'll only mean making that decision easier.